Welcome to my class, my dear students. Now, let us begin this presentation with the definition of verb. What do you understand by the word verb? Verb, in one word, it means action. So, the meaning of verb is action word. Now, you are familiar with a lot of doing words like singing, dancing, playing. See, all these words, they do not stand on its own. As soon as you hear these words, you start act accordingly. You respond to that. When somebody is telling you to eat, what happens to you? See that? Gesture comes automatically. Get out and you just go out. So there is a whole lot of action taking place. You do something by hearing some of the words, and those are the words we call them verb. So, how do you understand a verb better? Simple, by comparing it with other words, words which are not verb, not action word. I, you, apple. See, I say apple, nothing happens to you. You don't react to that because it is a name. So, it is a noun. Go, movement takes place, and that is why it is a verb. Now, here is the study material, and our presentation is about verb. And what do you mean? Now, this is what I have presented before you is the entire syllabus. And for us, in this lecture, we will be talking about only these two. So, two periods. Today, we will be talking about regular and irregular verb. And let us see how it works out, and we'll enter into the next. Other things, this side, what you see is the total syllabus about verb, which we shall be seeing one by one. Now, next. So, what do you mean by the word verb? Verb means action, words that indicate action. The word which you hear go, it, run, sit. As soon as you hear these words, they tell you to do something. They call for action. And this is the nature of an action word. Therefore, there is a difference between verb and other words. Now, I'm not going to tell you what other words mean. Simply, we will just term them non-verb. Here, just focus and you will find some of the words which I have written. Eat. As soon as you hear the word eat, automatically you start act accordingly. Why? Because this is an action word which tells you to do something. Action is eating. But when you hear the word apple, nothing happens to you. It is just an object and it is there. This does not call for an action. But if I combine these two together, two words together, eat an apple, eat, this word tells you to do the very act of eating. Whereas the apple, it is just a name, we call it noun. So one side you have verb, the other side you have non-verb. Now don't get confused with all these words because this we will be covering one by one. Now just focus in what we are doing, that is this verb. Next, give, the very act of giving. Give. This calls for an action. And verb is an action word. And that is why some of the words they demand an action. Stop. Perhaps by now some of you have stopped doing. But what I am trying to tell you is this. The word eat, give, sing, run, throw, come, see, stop. I'm not going to explain all the words one by one. By now, you should have understood. And I'm sure you got it quite well. Main verb is the real action word. We will study this and we will learn this only when we compare this with other verbs. Okay. Now, go, eat, come, sit, speak. All these are main verb. Now, what is some of the examples of main verb? I'm writing it down. You can see. Eat. Next, write. See. So many. Sit. All that those action words which you know, which you normally use in your day-to-day conversation communication are those main verbs. Write, draw, sing, play, and you can add on your own. If I give you the homework to give, all these are the numbers. Can you just write it to me, filling up the number of examples which you can give me? Next, we will be seeing here, like we say, verb, main verb is affected by person. Question is how? Just below the person. Below the person, what is person? How many persons are there? 3 persons. First person, second person, and third person. First person, I. I eat. I is what? First person. Like you. What is you? Second person. Eat. Take the example of third person. He is third person. And here is the change. Eats. Eats. Let me just put it in a bracket for you to understand better. So, now I want to first, I, first person, verb, eat. Second person we have seen, again, eat. Third person we have seen, number 3, he eats. So person affects the main verb. That is what I just wanted you to know. This is what I wanted you to know. Clear? Now, next one is number. How number is affected. Fine. Now, what do you understand by number? Number means two numbers. Singular number, plural number. Number 1, singular number. Take the example boy. A boy. A boy. I will use the same verb eat. Eats. Did you say? A boy eats. Next example, boys eat. So number affects a verb. Say, singular number is affecting. This we will study further when we talk about tense. Now subject. Same way, take the example of first person I, eat. Already we have written. Second person you, eat. Third person he eats. He eats. So these are the cases which we need to know. Clear? When you give more of test assessment, things will be clear. Next, we will say some categories. Now, I said when we study verb, we will study by comparing. Only when we make the comparison, we understand better. How? First cluster, first group, we will study regular and irregular. So when we are comparing these two, we will learn better. Second comparison we will make between transitive and intransitive verb. Now here we are studying two types, two categories, two kinds of verbs, regular and irregular. But before that, I want you to know that every verb has three forms. Don't tell me V1, V2, and V3. For our shortcut, we use V1, V2, V3, but that is wrong grammatically. Okay, fine, you can say that, but use their name. When someone is asking you, every verb has three forms, then you should give their names. What are they? Base form, what you normally call V1, past and past participle. These three I want you to remember for your lifetime. Base form, past, and past participle. Now take one action word, one verb, walk. Base form. And its past is walked. How did you make past? By adding ed. Past participle, again, there is no change. You just add ed and you get both the forms, past and past participle. Both are available. Open, opened, opened, closed, 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 jumped, jumped, jumped. So here I have mentioned, you just add ed and you get their past and past participle. So simple, just by adding ed, you are capable of framing past and past participle. And because of this regularity, there is a pattern, regular pattern, simple. Just because there is a pattern, regular pattern of framing past and past participle, we call it regular. As simple as that. There is no uh, doubt possible. Clear? And then what do you understand by irregular? Irregular is that which does not follow this pattern. So irregular does not, just below here you see irregular. So regular which has a pattern, ed pattern. Let me write it down for you. Regular is that which has ed pattern. And before ed, of course, you have verb and then ed. That is regular verb. And irregular verb is again does not have ed pattern. Okay, now if it does not have ed pattern, then how do we frame past and past participle? Very simple, we will see that again. Cut, 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 put, put. See, all three are same, all same. Number one. Okay, here, just from here you see all are same. Now you see here have, had, two are same. Let me clear the screen for you. Okay, so have, here two are same. Come, came, and come, two are same. So all same, two are same. And then you have here go, went, gone, none are same. Do, did, done, all different. So what is the simple pattern for irregular verb? They don't have any pattern, simple. So all could be same, two could be same, or all could be different. This is what. But wherever you have this ed pattern, simple. You just call it a regular verb. I hope this makes very clear to you. Okay. Now see here is regular versus irregular verb. Now you know, and I'm just going to give you a kind of recap, a kind of revision. See, ed, I have again, it is a repetition actually. So here verb that takes ed to form past and past participle, and this is also known as weak verb. If you are finding it difficult, you don't have to study weak verb. Just understand what verb is, what regular verb is. Don't have to get confused with lot many words. You need to know what just a regular verb is all about. And here verb does not take ed form. Here it should be does not take ed. Okay, let me correct it. Here ed, it does not take ed to frame past, does not take to make past or past participle. Now just below this I have given you some example. Jump, jumped, jumped. Open, opened, opened. The regular verb. All right. Irregular verb, by now you know. See, saw, seen, all three different. Drive, drove, driven. Now I'm giving you a little homework. Can you, based on this understanding, just complete these close plate? See here it is, I didn't give anything because now I want you to complete this. Likewise, irregular verb, I want you to complete all these the same. And I will definitely circulate a form, assessment sheet. This will be the question. Try on your own. I will get to know if you have really understood. Next is regular, we have seen, and then comes another category. So first category we have the regular, irregular, and then the next we will see another comparison. Just compare and you will learn better. Transitive and intransitive. Transitive, transitive, just it passes over. Transitive does not pass over. Intransitive, so the work, the action, eat, action, eat, immediately it takes an object. Eat, eat what? See, that question comes. That means the action passes on to the object. Eat what? Mango. And because the act passes on to the object, we call it transitive verb. Now, how should you know? How will you find out which is a transitive and which is not a transitive verb? I will give you a tricks. Very simple tricks. You just ask a question with what. Once you have asked question with what, see if you're capable of getting any answer. Drink what? Water. See that? Available. It is possible to get an answer. This is a secret. Okay. So, you know that this is a transitive verb. Now think, go. Go what? No, you cannot. You don't get an answer for that. See what? See a picture. But if I say jump, jump what? No. Jump where? Jump how? Possible. But not what. So, simple thing again I want you to know is already I have written. Okay. See here what? Eat what? Mango. You are getting an answer. That means it is passing over to the object. Therefore, it is a transitive verb. Draw what? Draw a picture. Play what? Play flute. See what? See the bird. Open what? Open that window. Whereas the other side, you just compare. See, I told you very clearly, compare. When you compare, you understand better, because this and that, this every now and then you are just comparing both, and your understanding will be very clear. So go what? No, you cannot. Indirect object is followed. Direct object is not available, but indirect object is available. But we're not talking about indirect object. We want direct object. Go what? No. Go. How? Go where? Go when? But not what. Here we are not capable of getting answer with what. Talk about what, and there is no answer. There is no answer, which is why we call it intransitive verb. Does not pass over to the object. Come, sit, stand, and all these I have just given. I'm not going to extend and explain word by word. By now, I'm sure you have understood them all. And again, if you have any doubt, do let me know in the below comment. Next is, again, here is just transitive and intransitive verb. Now, again, the same comparison. Transitive. Now, little definition. Transitive means passing over. How do you know it passes over? What? The baby drinks. Drinks what? Milk. Drinks what? Milk. Intransitive does not pass over. It is not going over to the object. The baby sleeps. Can you ask question what? No, you cannot. So sleeps what? What is this? Such question is not possible, and therefore it is intransitive verb. Now, I have given you some example. The boy plays football. We will buy some mangoes. Buy what? Buy what? Some mangoes. Writing what? A story. Here, the boy walks what? No, impossible. We cannot do that. Walks in the ground. And now, let me clear it again for you. And see this empty space. This empty space I have given it for you. So that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try writing down sentences using transitive verb. Similarly, write 5 sentences, my dear students, using intransitive verb. And if you have understood, I will be happy that you have got it well. Okay, so this again I will be giving. Let me just put for me just 5 sentences you will be writing. Homework. Write 5 sentences using transitive and intransitive verb. Okay, using transitive and intransitive verb. This you will be doing. Okay, next we started with verb. Let me just give you the summary of it. We started with verb. We have understood what verb is. Verb is an action word. The definition we have seen, and then we have seen that this verb is affected by person like first person, second person, third person, I, you, we, he, she. Number 2, singular and plural number. And then straight away we have entered into kinds of verbs, and we have studied under 2 groups. Number 1, first group, we have seen regular and irregular verb. Regular verb which has ed, simple ed, remember that. Which does not have ed is irregular verb. Forget the rest. Transitive and intransitive is another group. Transitive verb which you can ask a question with what is the shortcut for you. Ask question with what and you don't have answer. That is intransitive verb. And then I have given you some assessment task. I hope you will be enjoying doing that.